Hello and welcome back to the Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2 90% tutorial. This is Kamino the Return. Probably the hardest level in this game. There's two really difficult tricks that are going to be happening. But first, we're just going to be having our first kind of major auto-scroller portion. This is just going to be a whole lot of button mashing. Nothing really too interesting happens in this first section of the level. Just kind of optimize your button mashing. I don't really know what else to tell you.
Crew of the Salvation, we're going down! All hands abandon ship!
And then while we're in that auto-scroller portion, I'm going to be explaining the next trick and kind of what you have to do for it. So, actually I can just start explaining it now. So, immediately when we land, after we do our final falling section in the game, there's a trick. And it is one of the hardest tricks in the entire run. What you want to do is you're going to land, you want to immediately start dashing towards the debris that's in front of that gate. Because as soon as you can, excuse me, you want to start your force grip and immediately start mashing A or X if you're running on a PlayStation controller. And if you have to be really, really fast with your mashing. If you're not fast with your mashing, you'll get shot and you will not be able to complete the trick. If you do get shot and you're unable to complete the trick, just reload the checkpoint and you'll be okay. I swear, it is that simple. The trick is very simple in execution, in concept, very difficult in execution. This part, auto-scroller, you can't speed this up no matter what you do, so just watch yourself fall. Even if you get hit, it doesn't change how fast this goes, because it's all dictated around the speed of the ship, not by your speed. And then I just use force push here, just because once the ship has landed, it just is nice to stop yourself. Alright, so here's where the trick is going to come in. You're going to land, immediately start dashing, dash to the debris. The moment you see the button prompt, activate the button prompt, and immediately start mashing A. There is going to be that little bit of a cutscene. That's normal. Don't worry about it. It's not going to affect the success rate on this trick. So you land. See, this cutscene will happen every single time, so don't worry about it. You want to immediately dash forward. The moment you see the button prompt, you're going and mashing, and you know you got it because everything will start moving, and you'll be able to move and get as close to you can with the door, and get onto the elevator, and you'll be able to hit the load for the elevator immediately. That's how that trick works. If you aren't able to get it, restart the checkpoint, try again, or you can do it the intended way. If you're just starting out, I recommend doing it the intended way. Not really that bad. So we're going immediately into another trick. From one really hard trick to another pretty difficult trick. We have to get ourselves over to where Coda is, because normally there's all of these spots that you would have to kill enemies and go across. We want to skip all of those because it takes a long time to get there. When I first ran all holocrons, that was an issue that we had. So, we've got snipers here. Great. I killed those saber troopers. If you're just starting out, kill them because they can interrupt your jumps and stuff. But all you have to do, jump across, dash and blast, get shot, dash and blast again. Should be 2 successful damage boosts will get you over here and out of bounds. Once you're out of bounds, you have to take a very specific path, otherwise you can fall. You want to make sure you're kind of more on the left side. Because if you're too far, but you can't be too far, otherwise you'll fall. And then you'll die. So now you're probably like, but that door won't open. That's fine. Is that wall there? Yeah, it's just a suggestion. So you can just jump over, jump right through the wall, land right here, jump out, dash and blast again, and you're right there, and you've skipped that entire section. That trick it looks really simple. I've put over 200 hours into this game, so I've practiced it a lot. For that trick, take some time to practice it. Practicing it can be really difficult because you have to go through that other trick in order to do it. But once you get through those 2 sections of this level, the rest of the level is pretty simple until the very end. But that's my recommendation. Practice those tricks. It's really just, they're that simple in that you have to watch your out-of-bounds pathing. But once you get the damage boost and you get out of bounds, you should be okay. As long as you watch your pathing and don't just fall through the ground. I actually have lost a run due to bad out-of-bounds pathing, and I fell, losing a lot of time. That's one of those tricks where if you fall and you die, it is very punishing. That's why I recommend practicing it, making sure that you've got it down. Because if you don't have it down, it will become very, very difficult. It is just a very demoralizing to fail that trick this late into the run.
Starkiller, I know you want to fight.
But for the rest of this, it's just not getting stuck on corners like a dum-dum.
We need you in the front line.
Doing some dashing. I always delay my dashes when I go off of the ledge, just so that way I can not only skip the animation of getting of the landing animation, but I can also get another dash in. Trying to avoid these guys because they can be really annoying. Once you hit this elevator, you're going to have to reload checkpoint, because enemies are going to be coming at you pretty quickly. Well, there aren't going to be any enemies if you don't reload checkpoint, and this is a section where you have to kill enemies in order to progress. So you want to reload checkpoint, and immediately do a fully held lightsaber throw to take this guy out. As other spider droids get close, just force repulse them, because you want to build your force fury meter. And then the moment you can use it, pop it, stay here in this circle, and then just mash out a repulse. I'm really hoping the enemy isn't stuck, because sometimes when enemies get stuck, it's going to finish them. Cool. I almost again had my holocrons thing kick in.
I know how you feel about her, but she's just one officer.
So we got another pretty difficult section here as we enter this platform. The platform cycles matter a lot for whether or not you're going to hit this first trick. So what you want to do is you want to run way over here, jump onto this, wait until a very fast moment, until like the very last moment, and dash and blast across. As you can see, I got stuck there. If you get stuck, you do the 3/ combo, and it should theoretically put you up every single time. If not, you fall, and then you cry. Just starting out, kill the troopers, and then use the elevator to spawn to have that go up. If you kill these jump troopers, then these elevators will go up, and you can use the elevators as your jump to get up here a lot more consistently. I recommend that starting out. So now to do the platforming here, once you get up onto that first platform, you jump over onto this droid. Then you can jump up over here onto this thing. Then you can do another jump / combo to get up there. Jump over here, switch your camera to dash blast onto this platform. Jump up onto this part. Do another / combo to get up there. And then you can be right here, and then you can just double jump and dash and blast across here to clear that first section. Yeet these guys off the ledge using the grapple, since you can't use the force on them. Alright, so this section, this door opening is fine, obviously, because you just yeet the acolytes and you're fine. The next door is really difficult and will be a struggle. So you open it, you have to do it fast. Open it, take the tightest line that you can to get over here, immediately start opening it. You're going to get shot once. You kind of just have to try and brute force your way. If that happens and you get hit with a lightsaber, just do a repulse and open the door again, and you'll be fine. It can be a struggle to get through that door, but as long as you're repulsing and stuff, you'll be, as long as you repulse, if you get knocked out of it immediately, you'll be okay. Final platforming section. There's no real way to speed this up for this first part of it. Just dashing where you can. If you don't have the most precise dashes, then just don't dash. When you get to the very end, you want to jump up onto this cloning tube here. Oh! Because then you can... Oh, that was a weird stun. Because then you can get right up here, and you don't have to go around and get on there. You can if you want, but this is just slightly faster. And then you just open this door and hit the elevator to move into the Vader fight. So in the next level, we'll cover the Vader fight, and that will finish up the any% run. See you guys in a little bit.